Sammy Hagar, legendary frontman of the massively popular rock band Van Halen, has never hesitated from sharing details about his extraordinary encounters with aliens. Hagar believes he was plugged into by extraterrestrials who downloaded information into his consciousness. Hagar claims his interactions with aliens began during childhood when, at age 4, he saw a hovering spacecraft in a field near his home. He recalls thinking it was a car with no wheels. Sammy Hagar described his now well-known abduction experience in his memoirs, Red, My Uncensored Life in Rock. In the book, the rock star detailed a stunning experience in 1964 or 1965 about making a mental connection with beings in a flying saucer on a nearby mountain. He states that the contact with otherworldly occupants of the craft involved a wireless connection and a data transfer with his mind. Hagar maintains the experience was cataclysmic, undoubtedly real and not a dream.
I've heard the story about you having either like an abduction. Did you physically see a person and or being, or you just felt it?
No, I saw it. I saw it in my head. I could see where they were. We were totally plugged in. It was like what we're doing right now. I can see you, you can see me. And it was, they were just in this little craft. It was like a flying damn saucer, the oval shape and all that. And they were just sitting on this mountain right where I used to go camping and with my friends, and, we'd hang out up there in this mountain, go up there and, drink and stuff, and party. And they were up there about 13 miles away, like I said, and I could see them.
They were 13 miles away from you where you were, and you
Yeah.
could see them that far, or they had taken you over to this mountain?
No, it's where I was. I was in bed in this house, and they were up there on that mountain. But remotely, it was like we were connected. They had a wire. It was not a hard wire, but they had a circuit that was in me. And when they hollered out a numerical code, and they said, "Oh, he's waking up. We got to end this." And it was like a numerical code that I never heard before. None of our numbers, but it was like, a number. It's like 97643 to the WC. It's what? And it went whap. And this thing was just like a line that just was leaving. I could feel it leaving and see it leaving. And
wow.
And then it just went, like I said, white. They were gone. I couldn't see them anymore. We were disconnected. But while we were connected, see, I could see them and they could see me. I guess they could see me, but I could see them, but not clear. They were just kind of backlit, talking about me and behind a panel. And it was just like that. I mean, and I'd never even thought of anything like this. That's why it was so devastatingly cataclysmic to me. I just became, whoa, what? And I mean, it's opened my mind up, and nobody around me was down with it. Nor I'd try to talk to anybody about it. No. There's a philosopher named P.D. Ouspensky, and Ouspensky wrote about dimensions. And, we are three-dimensional creatures with a fourth-dimensional sense, which the fourth dimension is we can see the future a little bit. Like you can sit here and think, oh, I was on in that car yesterday. You can remember where you were or where you need to go later. That's like kind of fourth dimensional. Well, psychics kind of hang out in that area a lot more, and that's fourth dimensional. And Ouspensky claimed that fifth dimensional, you can walk through physical walls. That's like Jesus and, the masters, Buddha, and those guys that witnessed things where these gurus would be able to manifest things. Say, oh, would you like an apple? Boom, here's one, in the middle of nowhere. Here, ring's too small. Well, let me make it bigger for you. Touch it and put it on your finger. That's fifth dimensional stuff. And Ouspensky didn't get much farther than the fifth dimension where he thought he really had it down. Einstein was reading his book, Tertian Organum, when he died. It was open on his desk. If you saw a picture of Einstein's desk. As I started getting more into the UFO stuff and talking to psychics and people that know it, supposedly the ninth dimension is what God is to us, what we can, all we can comprehend. We cannot go past the ninth dimension. I think about what life is really all about. And I hope it's good information. I hope the answer we get me. I just hope it isn't. No, God's just a computer. know, you guys just some dumbass thought, you know, for 1 second on this. I mean, some people have laid that stuff on me. I hear so many theories when I try to talk about this with anyone. I get confused quick because, you know, I just have my experiences and the things that I feel and believe. And I know there's dimensions, and I know there's ghosts, and I know there's UFOs. Love comes walking in. I was reading a book by Ruth Montgomery called Aliens Among Us. Ruth Montgomery did what we call automatic writing. She just wrote. She didn't think about it. She just wrote down as if someone was talking through her. And there's a lot of books like that now. A lot of people are into that. I've done it with songs many times. It was about aliens when someone's in a near-death situation or just depressed to the point of wanting to give up, wanting to commit suicide. I think that's kind of like the window that there's souls out there, free souls that are waiting to be incarnated, or aliens from other planets. Sorry, folks. Yes, there's such a thing as aliens in the universe. They can swap. They can come in and take over your body and just, you live your life out. People notice a big change, but how many people have you met that all of a sudden you see, man, they changed a lot since the last time I saw you?